Okay, so I'm Detective Superintendent Emma James and I currently run the Intelligence Department here in Northants. So I'm the Director of Intel for FIB, which is the Force Intel Department. Been a police officer for 20 years and I joined on the 11th of December 2000 in Beds, and I will always remember 18 and a half, it's always what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's been a journey. I've basically grown up in policing because obviously you think you know everything at 18 and a half, but in reality you don't know anything, do you? So that's me, yeah. Both of my sisters, I've got two sisters, they're both teachers and my mum's a teacher, so I kind of broke the mould really. But then it was a bit of a family joke when I went into, in policing terms, tutoring and really teaching the new recruits and students. Mum said she always knew that I had it in me, that I was a bit of a teacher, so that was a bit of a family joke. My role as the Director of Intelligence within Northants really involves me heading up our intelligence team. So basically we identify some covert tactics that we can actually enforce and use in order to then disrupt and dismantle some of those organised crime groups that really hit us hard within our communities. I am responsible as the authorising officer to authorise some of the surveillance tactics and other covert tactics that we put in place in relation to mitigating some of that threat and, like I've said, protecting our communities by using some covert tactics. So in relation to any covert tactics that are deployed, as the authorising officer, I've got to ensure that we aren't breaching people's human rights. And if we do infringe on, then I have to make sure that there are a number of thresholds that are met. And yes, it is quite a level of responsibility that I have. But saying that, someone needs to do it. So the most exciting part of my current role is, as cheesy as this sounds, it's just helping people. And actually, I joined the job 20 years ago to serve the community, and I continue to live and breathe that every day, and I'm passionate about doing that. And so I suppose the most exciting thing about my job is enabling and supporting my colleagues and people who look up to me or who are under my command, and giving them the tools to be able to do that. I think the way that I would maintain a work-life balance is, and it's always been one of my mottos, is to work hard and play harder. And when I'm at work, I really am dedicated to my job. But that means that when I'm off, actually, I have a fantastic lifestyle. I'm married, I've been married to my wife now for a couple of years, and we just really enjoy our lives together. And I used to play football. I'm a bit too old for that now. I had to retire when I had some 16-year-old kids run past me and I couldn't keep up with them. So yeah, so I work hard, but equally I really do enjoy life, and I think it's really important to get that balance. But yeah, so back to the question, work hard, play hard. I've worked on 4 separate murders. To be honest, they are definitely the hardest times in my career. And an example of that would be, and I will always remember the name, Harper Denton, 8 weeks old, died at the hands of her basically stepfather. And she had 36 fractures to her ribs, and even though I'm talking many years ago, I can still see those images now, and that, I must say, was absolutely horrendous. I always had fantastic role models for when I started, and my tutor, who now rest her soul, rest in peace, she's sadly passed away. I'll never forget when I started at Luton Police Station, I was told that I needed to go and do the washing up, and Twiggy said, "No way, there's no way we're doing the washing up," and it was an older male sergeant, and he said, "No, I've told her to do the washing up, she's doing the washing up." And she said, "No, she's not, we're going out on patrol." And she goes, "Emma, get your hat." So, and we went out. And so ever since then, I've personally not been disadvantaged through being a female in policing. Actually, we have come a long way in 20 years. When I did join the police, women were there to look after the children, to maybe take some of the burglary reports, for example, some of the softer jobs. And we've come a long way since then. And actually, our Chief Constable has said that he wants a police service that is representative of our communities. And there are lots of women within our communities, and it's not just women, is it? It's people from the black and ethnic minority groups, gay and lesbian officers, and I'm openly gay. Like I've said, I'm quite open about being married to my wife. And I think we do need a representative of our communities within policing, because that's how we build trust and build confidence with our communities. This is the best job in the world. Every day is different in policing, and that's the beauty of it. The best thing about being in the police is the police family. And certainly it's what's got me through some really challenging times in my own personal life, but also some fantastic times. And I've had colleagues who have now become friends. And actually it's those key relationships that really get you through some of your tough days. My wife Sarah always says to me, if I cut you in half, you bleed blue. And that's because I am so committed and passionate about policing and about serving our communities. It has come a long way in the last 20 years, and I'm proud to be a woman, and I'm proud to be a woman in policing, and I'm even prouder to be a senior woman in policing.